Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are in the world. We'd like to welcome you to this round of Link to the Past randomizer day for us, a logical randomizer. To talk us through this match, it'll be myself, What's Up, and Esmer, who will be joining me on the comms. How goes it?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited to be kicking off this 2025 main tournament, especially with something as relatively straightforward as Enemizer. You know, the nothing too crazy going on with the rules other than the inhabitants of all the various rooms, which will be interesting to say the least.
Yes, it will. All the enemies can be moved. Some of the enemies can require certain items to be able to finish the room. So that is what the logical portion of that means on the Enemizer. And our bosses are shuffle as well. And we're off. Ooh, a shovel right out the gate.
Yeah, we have a CaitSith2 on the left here, Tylersalt on the right. We have a little bit of decent going on, so we might see Tyler's feed freeze here for a second at some point to get that all synced up. And it looks like CaitSith is going for the Uncle route after checking the one in Sanctuary too.
I think that was all three crystals on the overworld, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, overworld can be, especially early game overworld, can be a bit trickier now since you can have some of those dark world enemies. Though, I believe that there's still some scaling that whether you're in the light world or dark world affects the enemy scaling more than the type of enemy, if I'm correct.
That is correct. Normally, the dark world hits you a lot harder than the light world. And here we are getting our sync up between the two runners.
Yeah, Tyler saw Quake there on Lumberjack Cave, which is potentially useful because it can be used to kill any dead rocks that appear in any kill rooms.
So what's going to be our first actual weapon we find, and where is it going to be? There's 20 on the ledge. I don't think we're going to grab it. Unless we're really hurting for money, but there's better places we can find money. Ooh, fire rod
there, yeah.
Library.
Yeah, so far not too much money, which is a little rough getting into Kakariko. You're gonna need to have at least 100 for the bottle vendor.
Picking up the Arrow of Destiny already. There's 20. Looks like Tyler's going to be doing for the bomb and picking up his back here. Got some chicken tossed. Nice.
Yeah, slightly non-standard start here entering Kakariko from the south, but when you pull the shovel out of Sank like that, it's gives you an opportunity to get some free bombs there.
You're kind of hoping it gives you something important, so might as well go ahead and knock it out on your way over. Let's see what Blind's Hut gives us. $50, nice. Oh, there we go. Got all our money. And some extra bombs, so we're definitely not buying bombs this round.
Yeah, we may need to top up a little bit if we're planning on going over to Mini Moldorm Cave, as that's our only weapon against them right now. I mean, 6 is enough, but if you run out, you're kind of hosed.
Yeah, especially if you need to get into the Ice Rod Cave afterwards. But we'll see how this turns out for us here with the well. Heart container. More bombs. Always going to like those at this point in time. Heart, peace, 20, peace. Oh. Where are weaponry? Magnet.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll show up before too long. But I mean, we really only have a couple of dense locations left. Now, CaitSith going to be going up and doing the Lost Woods here.
Definitely check and find that quake that is on Lumberjack Ledge. We'll wonder if that is actually needed or not.
Yeah, you kind of hope that it's not going to be needed because that's a lot of extra time to sink in just for one item, but we may need to do it anyway because it could also be required for either of the dungeons.
Could be. We'll definitely figure that out here as we sprint across Hyrule. Walk across, we don't have boots yet.
Yeah, and I would expect this to be south here. Or no, I guess we're going straight north to Hyrule Castle.
Interesting.
Suppose we have enough bombs for bomb escape.
Getting divergence here. As Tyler's going to go south while Kate goes north. Interesting. Be in a bottle. Hey, we got a weapon now.
That does unlock another check in Kakariko.
Well, we got a shield. We can block arrows now.
Defense is the best offense, as they say.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks like we are seeing bomb escape here.
Interesting. Ooh, our first glove. I missed that we picked up. Okay, never mind.
Now, bomb escape and enemizer could be a little dicey depending on what the enemies are that you need to kill. So there are a couple of kill rooms here.
Flippers.
It's a pretty good pull, but it's eating up a lot of these bombs.
Yeah. So far, I haven't seen anything of too much interest that's been found.
Yeah, I mean, the gloves are good here, and it's going to allow Tyler to go to back of escape here and get 3 more checks.
Yeah. And if they decide to want to try testing the Dark Mountain, they can do that. There's another bee in a bottle, so we can hit up Sick Kid on both sides of us now.
Kate coming up on the final room here, the final kill room.
Hopefully it's not too obnoxious.
Yeah, so that's one of those things. There is a red mimic. I don't know if they've changed it since the last time I played. There we go, an easy enemy to kill.
Nice.
If you end up with one of those red Igors or red mimics, I believe you still need to have the bow in order to kill those, which can sometimes throw a wrench in the best laid plans.
Yes, I believe you're right on that one, but The snake is being a pain.
They're called ropes in Zelda, actually.
Right.
A term everyone uses.
All right. Ooh, hammer.
And there we go. Yeah, there's the hammer. So that is hammer and a sword. So we are just Moon Pearl away from Dark World access for Tyler here, and I believe Kate's going to be getting there relatively soon.
It definitely looks like they're following suit. We were wondering where all our weaponry was. Well, Mini Moldworm was holding it all.
Yeah, unfortunately low on bombs there.
Oh, that's fair.
Opting not to take any on the way down here.
That's just rude.
Yeah, because those deal a lot of damage. Well, Kate's got the flippers.
Yeah, go. Ooh, and there's our Moon Pearl.
And of course there's another roller there, so yeah, unfortunate for Kate there.
Yeah. Missing out on their sword and their hammer because they couldn't do Mini Moldworm.
Yeah, and the Moon Pearl. But I assume that they're probably just gonna, you know, cut their losses here and yeah, go buy bombs.
Yeah. They're definitely gonna be back in that area again.
You know, I mean, there's very little else to do here.
5-6 Meyer base. Pendants at Thieves, Turtle Rock, and Skull Woods. So my observation earlier was right with all of our light world being crystals.
Yeah, that's always an interesting one, seeing Thieves Town as a pendant, because it's a pretty short dungeon to do just the front half of, and you could get most of the items or none of them, depending on how lucky you are.
There's a book we can go knock on. Desert now.
Yeah, it is a little bit unfortunate that Kate didn't end up getting those items out of Mini Moldworm Cave. Going to be lagging quite a bit behind here.
Looks like we're gonna go visit Zora with Kate. Getting plenty of bombs so far in this match, which is good.
Ooh. Interesting. The second glove is there on a Waterfall Cave. So it's possible for Tyler to get that out of logic. If that does happen, because I could see a world where Tyler gets that before committing to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Especially given the chance that we're already knocking on 400 rubies for Tyler. And another heart container. Done with that section. Scamfish confirmed.
Okay, now I guess we are seeing Tyler head for Hyrule Castle, so gonna be picking up those flippers.
Yep, gonna be a lot easier for Tyler having that sword already.
Yeah, hammer really is gonna help against that mimic.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about the hammer with the tempered damage.
Now I wonder if we are gonna see Kate go all the way through to Ice Rod Cave to find that moon pearl.
I missed something. Where did Kate get their sword?
There's another sword in Waterfall Cave next to the other glove.
That was where I was sneezing. That's why I didn't see it.
Ooh, yes. So walking away from that moon pearl.
Ooh, that
We'll get funneled there eventually, but unfortunately with that sort of early game time loss of going over there and getting foiled, it's going to be pretty easy to decide to put that off as long as you can.
Yeah. Also probably wanting to have more life going back over there, knowing those two rollers are sitting there waiting for you. Like, I get it, but curious of how it's going to work out for Kate. Alright.
Interesting not grabbing that key. I suppose Tyler's been keeping track of whether or not Dark Cross is a thing. Or I suppose, no, if you do Dark Cross from the front, you won't need the key.
Are we going to do that now, or are we out? Because the way we're doing the Death Warp makes me think we are.
Possible. I mean, you're here, right? You may as well do it. Though it could be pretty crazy because you don't know what all of those enemies are going to be.
Yeah, the enemies can definitely be a hindrance with trying to do dark rooms, but we're busting out that B to get it ready. Alright. Seems to be fine so far.
The only 2 hearts left.
And just bomb, so not necessarily needed to do, but good knowledge to have.
Yeah, it's good to have that whole area cleared out as CaitSith is heading over towards eastern area.
Well, Eastern's going to be interesting to see already.
Yeah, the thing is, do you commit to Eastern here? Because right now, I think if you're Kate, all you have left is... Because I don't think we've turned in the bottle to Sick Kid. Ice Rod Cave, and then Eastern Palace, I think.
He's got the gloves. He could go up on Death Mountain if he wants. But out of logic.
Yeah, that's all out of logic. So...
Definitely interesting to see how it is. Alright, looks like Tyler's gonna go into Village of Outcasts here.
Ooh, we're getting the ped read.
Interesting.
Nice to take the opportunity to do that, especially with the pendant Skull Woods.
Yeah, not gonna need it today. Just couch cast.
Yeah, that's kind of a low key thing to think about is like, when can you take an opportunity to check that? Because this was, you know, several seconds, like a good half minute out of the way, but it's kind of your only opportunity to do so. So you may as well take it in case it's important information.
Agreed, because since Skull Woods is a pendant as well, you might not go over there for a while, so...
Yeah, and you may not even have the mirror when you do.
That's true.
Yeah, Eastern Palace here, a little bit more dangerous than usual.
Yeah.
A few more sprites on the screen, too. So far, nothing super exciting in Village of Outcasts. Now, I wonder if Tyler goes into front of Thieves Town here. I feel like you do, right? In pretty much every scenario, you at least do the front.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. But seeing as we're not doing a key randomizer, he should be able to do the entire thing if he wants to, given it's a pendant. There's the mandatory big key. Ooh, Lionel on Kate's side.
There's a lot going on here.
Okay, so we have picked everything up. We're gonna continue into the dungeon.
Yeah, I think the other thing too with boss shuffle is it allows you to you don't actually have to do the whole thing, so you could just go in and clear this right away.
Yeah, that's very true.
As long as it's not a boss that you can't complete. Like Trinex, Argus, or Cold Stare, I think are the ones that, yeah, that we cannot fight.
Right, I'm not going to worry about the backside, so we're done with that.
And then Tyler's going to be picking up the Titan's mitts pretty soon here.
Be interesting to see what Tyler does once grabbing those mitts.
Yeah, it's almost looking like intended progression is in Skull Woods, because that's kind of one of the only places we haven't seen runners go. Though I guess there's Palace of Darkness as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of things we can still do. Just be interesting to see how they both decide to get to those areas.
We are seeing a sequence break up the mountain there from Kate.
Okay. We got the cannoneers right there and the one guard that's being rude. Okay, we get through. Ooh, just barely made it out. Hopefully we don't get hit
Yeah, I mean it's Death Mountain. There's a lot of stuff up there.
Yep.
Fortunately, you do get that respawn there. The old man.
Yeah. Alright, old man gives us a heart piece, or container.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much I agree with the play to go up the mountain here, because there really isn't a ton of it we have access to.
Yeah, there's not. It is definitely a choice. Especially
There's
given you've got the
two items you
Titan
can get.
bits.
Yeah. You can get 2 items and see 3. But yeah, after checking that, there's nothing else to do up here. I guess you do get the save and quit spot, but it's a hefty time investment without much return here.
Yeah.
Because what Kate's really got to do is just get back to Ice Rod Cave.
It's eventually going to have to lead him over there, I believe, because you're going to be running out of checks that you can logically do. Oh, that's a lot of chain chomps. Oh!
Right in the tuchus.
Alright, here goes Kate to go get their moon pearl.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what Kate does with that moon pearl. Because when you last location, or at least close to it, I believe this is last location pretty much. It tends to change how aggressively you play the world afterwards.
Mm-hmm. So Tyler's committing to Eastern now. Having the Titans met, he can go ahead and check Pod if he wants as well.
Yeah, fortunately for Kate, we happen to know there's nothing available in Eastern.
Yeah. It looks like Kate's heading over to Village of Outcasts. Right, we're going to get a look into Skull Woods. Ooh, guard being rude already.
Yeah, now the idea here is to get as many items as you can and then kind of get out. Kind of interesting there, we do have a vanilla Gibdo there.
Interesting.
Getting the keys is nice, but We would really like to see those items. The problem with dipping skull woods like this is that they could both be in the back.
Oof. This is a rude setup in this room.
Yeah, we do get the big key though, which is convenient.
Looks like Tyler's just gonna go check to see what our boss is.
Yeah, notably in Enemizer, you do not need to have the bow to get to the back of Eastern. Which perhaps is something Kate forgot about. As this is something we're going to want to do. Ah, but
Yep.
it is a dead rock in there.
So there comes that quake that we saw earlier.
Yeah, which still is not in logic because we don't have the lamp.
Nope. Right, we save ourselves from that ball and chain guard.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about playing the Enemizer is that you kind of have to play the game like you haven't played it before again. You know, there's
Yeah.
you don't have any of that muscle memory through the rooms.
Alright, and Tyler is gonna double up and hit pod for us. Looks like Kate's gonna go to Village of Outcasts now.
Yeah, from what we've seen, it seems reasonably likely that Tyler's gonna find something in here. Especially since the bow-locked side of pod is not necessarily bow-locked.
Yeah.
Do get an interesting pull there, the non-small key in the shooter chest.
Doing good so far. Let's see how the next room does. Oh, we got it. And of course, pod being our normal. Ooh,
Ooh, that's rough.
heavy in the front.
I mean, maybe it's worth it just to go through the front here, open up that door. Doesn't really lose too much time.
No. They'll get you access to plenty of things to look into.
Didn't grab the the... Oh, I suppose, yeah, you just burn both the keys right away. Grab this. Now here, at this point, I feel like it's... Yeah, it's quicker to go through to the front. I know Kate is going to find out that they need the... Oh, no, they're not. They're going to go all the way to the back. They're not checking the boss.
Interesting.
Okay, so we will get to see what items were back here. I think... Did we have, what, 2 items in the front?
That sounds right. 2 Gibdos on that bridge isn't fun.
Ooh, Lionel's in the hellway.
Yeah. Getting bodied. Gibdo down. Releasing the bee.
B was not doing too much there. Blocking the projectiles, but... meanwhile, yeah, we still haven't seen anything from Tyler, I don't believe.
No, I didn't see anything come out of the basement.
Now, where was the book? Because Tyler ended up grabbing the book.
I want to say it was here in the Village of Outcasts, but I could be wrong.
Because with that book, we could take that to Desert, which neither of our runners have gone to yet.
Uh-huh.
Ah, book was in Hype Cave.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Well, that'll be coming up pretty soon for CaitSith here.
And nothing in pod.
Seeing some thinking. Tyler's got the thinking cap on.
Yeah, we can go do the Smith chain for Tyler. Granted, it'll be a world tour for the Smith buddy. Is Tyler just here to finish doing things, or are we gonna dip?
I mean, there's Skullwoods. So we'll
as
see.
well?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of foolish to come back here and not check the front of Skullwoods.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got Kate doing the Smith chain here.
Yep, gonna see that hammer pegs is not gonna be an easy thing, but it looks like we're not going that way, so we're gonna go hit Stumpy up.
Oh, it is a roller central down there. Yeah. Are you gonna get Hype Cave? Was a pregnant pause there. Meanwhile, Tylersalt making their way through the Skull Woods.
Just getting some extra life, which makes sense. Just hope they don't forget about that fairy when they need to use a death warp or something later.
We're going all the way around town here.
Ooh, pyramid check. Interesting.
Yeah, pyramid and potentially into catfish. Magic powder, that's actually kind of nice, as we can wrap in magic bat. Yeah, I do like checking catfish here. If you go all the way here to pyramid, you may as well do catfish, because when else are you going to get back here?
Pretty much. It's now or never. Especially since you don't have a hook shot or a mirror to make it convenient any other time.
Tylersalt just now exiting Thieves or Skull Woods here. Taking a peek at Bumper Cave Ledge. Heart container.
Alright, Mr. Quakefish, what do you got for us? Hook shot. Nice.
That's a good pull. That, I believe, also is... Oh, well, we don't have the mirror, so it's not Swamp Palace completable yet. But that is good to pick up early, because then you don't get, jump scared by Argus.
It gives you the right side of Death Mountain now.
True. I don't believe we're in any rush to get up there, though, because, again, that is still out of logic, because we haven't found Flute or a Fire Source.
Oh, I know, but it's just more options.
Here's that fairy coming in handy.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we got on Smith's? Cane of Samaria. That's a nice pull as well. That's almost making Death Mountain look a little better, but...
Yeah, starting to find those items we've been wondering where they were. Batman gives us heart piece. Boo. But it connects.
It was a full heal.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, back of Thieves Town has not given Tyler anything. I wonder if this is going to be Purple Chest into Desert Palace.
That would be rude, but I could see it happening.
Yeah, we also haven't seen hammer pegs because Tyler was unable to complete it.
There's our mirror and blind cell.
Okay.
That's a find. That's going to be a minute before Kate gets back into their Thieves Town.
Yeah, unless right now, you know, could.
Yeah.
Though, no, Kate doesn't actually know that the boss there.
Yeah. Okay. Tyler's going to go grab the Smith buddy to turn him in really quick.
Yeah, I would expect this to be a purple chest though here. Though with that mirror, that does put Swamp Palace in logic for us now. Nobody has access to it at this precise moment, but we now know where all the items are for it.
That's
So
true.
as soon as Tyler gets to Catfish or Kate gets to the back of Thieves Town. Ooh, and that mirror's going to save Tyler quite a bit of time on this Smith chain too. But going to steer him away from that hook shot. I didn't quite catch what we got on purple chest there, but...
It was our tempered sword.
Bonks out. Alright, so we got 3 items in here? 2 items in here? It's 2, right?
Yes. Tyler's skipping Batman, or the Magic Bat, which we saw as a good choice. K45, here we go.
The blue cane.
Oh, we've got Samaria and Berna now. Let's see how we can use that to our advantage. We could theoretically go check out Ice or Turtle Rock now. Can't do the right side of it without a fire rod, but... Tyler's also going to be able to hit the thing here.
Oh yeah,
Bombos tablet.
Tablet, yeah. Now, how do the freezers in Ice Palace work in Enemizer? Is Ice Palace accessible?
I think you still need a fire source for the first door on Ice Palace, but I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute since I've done Ice Palace and Enemizer.
I feel, yeah. Well, I feel like in all the Enemizer I've played, I've never seen freezers anywhere, so it's possible they're just not randomized. So.
Right,
But yeah, keep going up the mountain again.
Yeah.
Which again, out of logic still. So we know that there's a flute or a lamp somewhere around that's not up here.
Yeah. But having the mitts, we can go ahead and begin checking Dark Death Mountain as well.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff up here, so you care a lot less whether it's in logic or not.
Mm-hmm.
we go. The big room. The blue mail's nice. But nothing big.
So nothing so far on Death Mountain. Let's see if we can continue to see what else is up here.
It is a little unfortunate not having the mirror, because you could kind of do this whole thing a little more efficiently if you did.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think Kate's going to have to go do, you know, Ether Tablet, Tower of Hera, Spiral Cave, and then back down.
This make me wonder how long it's going to take Tyler to get over there to Catfish to get his hook shot.
I could go get over there now. You don't need the hook shot if you have the mirror.
Yeah.
So in fact, I think that's what Tyler's up to right now.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering since Catfish was our hook shot, so...
Yeah, so if this actually ends up paying out for a progression item, it's not too terrible for Kate. Because I feel like Thieves Town, getting to the back of that eventually is a fairly low resistance move. Like you're not in any hurry to go there. There's better things to do, but it's not so out of the way, you know? At least
Yeah,
not as much as Orphaned Catfish.
Yeah.
So as long as Tyler keeps getting things to do, additional sort of pieces of additional breadcrumbs, so to speak. You know,
Tyler's
there's easy to keep away from that.
Yeah. Tyler's going to be doing things slightly different because of the mirror instead of the hook shot.
Yeah, the other big thing for Kate here would be something in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah.
No.
Mothula, who immediately says goodbye. Okay, Mothula, part 2.
Kind of an embarrassing boss to happen to, because Mothula's arguably the easiest boss in Boss Shuffle.
Alright, so there's our first dungeon at our 53-minute mark.
Yeah, now I wasn't counting our chests in there. Did we get anything of particular importance? Did we get all the items out of there?
We did not do the big chest or downstairs, so I'm kind of curious as why we skipped the big chest.
Because did we get because I know we did Harapot. Did we even get the big key?
I think we did. Unless it locked itself in the...
Oh right, because we didn't get the small key.
up Paradox Cave here. Okay, are we going to see our first look at Turtle Rock, or are we just checking the medallion?
Well, we're not going in.
No. Alright, so
We
we
don't
need a
have any
quake.
medallions, but we do know where that one is.
Yep, that's two things that require Quake now. Not that we necessarily need to do Turtle Rock given the medallion.
Ooh, and Tyler getting a bit more bullied by those guards.
Mhm.
But here's kind of the moment of truth, is Kate's going to be going up to get the Hookshot Cave items.
Mm-hmm. Red tunic. Mushroom.
Mushroom?
20 piece. And a 10 piece. Or a 5 piece.
Yeah, Tyler can't even get that mushroom to guide him towards that area where the hookshot is. Yeah, I think we're turning that mushroom in right away here.
It looks like it. Well, we're going to get this one over here. Hammer. Spike Cave, here we go. For just 50.
Ooh, 50 rupees.
Need to transition screens, Kate.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Okay, so catfish to get hook shot.
Not quite as necessary an animizer, but it is still necessary.
To get the bow.
Yeah, and that's hard locked. And this is one of two, but I mean, the other one, as we all know, can easily be in Ganon's tower.
Yeah. Curious as what Tyler's gonna do right now. Oh, right, yeah, you need it for Pod to open up the cutscene chest door.
Yeah. Fortunately, Kate's going to be going into Eastern, which is not clearable because of a dead rock. So that's going to be a little bit of sunk time for nothing.
Meanwhile, Tyler's going to hit up Graveyard Ledge. And King's Tomb.
Well, King's Tomb we're not getting because we need boots for that.
Oh, right. Forget that needs boots with how many tricks we have in this game. Is this Tyler's catfish play?
Most likely. The issue is it going to be missing the cane? The Samaria.
Why would he be missing the cane Mario when we already have it?
Oh, he already has it. Okay. Was that on that was on Pyramid, wasn't it?
No, that was Powder on Pyramid.
Oh, okay.
Which
Never
explains
mind
why he didn't do Magic Bat, because I wasn't thinking earlier.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking it was Samaria on Pyramid, because I remember the Samaria showed up relatively close to picking up the hook shot. But yeah, that's Tyler with the hook shot, which is not great news for Cait here.
Mm-mm. But that Tyler's gonna go this direction. Are we going to Swamp?
Yeah, that's gotta be Swamp. There's so much stuff in there, it's full clearable.
Well, in theory.
Yeah.
Okay, Mario was on Smith. Thank you for our tracker, Arbu, who's keeping us honest.
Can you kill the dead rocks with powder? Yes, you can.
Yes.
All right.
While we've just ran over the 1 hour mark, let's go ahead and throw up. Make sure to give both of these runners a follow for providing us our entertainment here today. That is a congested room.
Yeah, both bow and powder required here.
And survey says Armos Knights. Interesting.
Vanilla.
No ramp. Yeah.
Not quite as uninteresting as Vanilla Crystal, but...
Right, and our second dungeon down for Cait Smith.
Yeah, let's see. What items do we still need? We still need a fire source to do desert. And we still need Bombos or Fire Rod, we're pretty sure, to do ice.
I think so.
And we need Flute to access Misery Mire. Plus whatever medallion it is, because we haven't seen any of them show up outside of... Oh, we do know where Fire Rod is, though. Fire Rod is on in library. I almost forgot.
Yeah. Ooh, we're getting the fakey with the crystal. No, we're not. Now we're getting the fakey with the crystal. Okay, Cait's gonna go check out Pod.
Yeah, and given that we've already seen one cold stare, chances are decent that it has a clearable boss. We can't beat cold stare if there are two of them. We can't beat Trinex. Everything else I think we can defeat though.
That sounds right. Right, 300 on the left side of Swamp, and bombs. Okay. And
Ether
Great.
medallion.
So we found our second medallion, first actually acquirable.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically we can get Quake as well, but it would require Dark Enemizer Castle Tower, which I don't think anyone is keen on right now.
That doesn't sound like a fun time.
Hey, interesting. We're going with the statue push rather than just using the cane.
Yeah, that is interesting.
We do get the big key. I wonder if Tyler's going to go back in for the chest.
That is interesting. Conundrum.
I feel like you do, because you're still missing a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
now's the time to do it.
I feel like that's the good idea, but we'll definitely see what Tyler does here. What can we do? Is this complete? We can. There's Mothia times 2.
Second off.
And down goes the moth for our third dungeon. First for Tyler.
Ooh, that's big. Because that is Fire Rod.
Yeah, it is. Which also gives him the ability to clear Thieves Town if he really wants.
Yeah, and Ice Palace. Unless Trinex is at the bottom. So yeah, we are not seeing Tyler go back in for the big chest. It's possible it was like the compass or something, because I wasn't doing the item calculus, but...
I don't think Tyler's as far behind as it looks, because he's got the mirror, which is definitely a plus.
Yeah, it's kind of down to... Because there's a lot of stuff Cait can't equalize until they get the mirror, which is in the back of Thieves Town.
Yeah. So it just depends on how things turn out. But picking up those boots is definitely going to make things go quicker for Tyler here. If he wants, he can go do Hookshot Cave. Nope, not starting there. Where's Tyler off to?
Probably Ice Palace.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You just unlocked another dungeon, may as well follow it, in case all your progression is there.
Yeah, and this will answer our question if we needed the fire rod or not. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured the freezers were unique in that way. We had vanilla Palace of Darkness as well.
Yeah, wow. Both of those dungeons on that side were vanilla bosses. Interesting. And there is Cait's third dungeon.
Yeah, so on paper, pretty far ahead, but again, is going to need to get that mirror at some point, and now we know that that mirror hard locks the boots, which is pretty rough. Now going back in for the back of Palace of Darkness.
Makes sense. Go ahead, clear it out since you have all the items too, and then clean it up. Tyler is running away. Oh, got caught by a... Alright, here we go with Icebreaker. Or the big key in its vanilla place.
Now, what else do we have that Kate can do here without getting the mirror? Got to be running dry on available things.
I want to say you're right on that one. We're running low on things that they can do.
Already been to desert. Can't get to ice. Or can't really go down into ice. Can't get to mire. Theoretically could go to Turtle Rock, but
it doesn't mean you're going to be able to do a whole lot in Turtle Rock. But the way things are panning out, they might go that direction. Unless they feel like dipping Thieves Town more.
yeah, but I mean, at which point you just, you're getting the mirror anyway. So
Yeah. Just curious if that's going to be a last locate for Kate or not. Okay, here we go down to meet the boss of this dungeon.
yeah, we haven't seen a Trinex yet. So
Alright, what kind of abomination awaits us here? Looks like
Lanmos.
Lanmos. And Tyler gets the 1 cycle for his second dungeon.
So yeah, pretty quickly starting to equalize here. Because I don't think it's going to be a while before Kate gets to another dungeon.
Yeah. So I have a feeling they're going to probably... Oh, no, they can't get into Turtle Rock because they don't have Quake.
Don't have Quake, yeah. I mean, it's technically available, as I mentioned earlier, but I don't think we're going to see Dark Enemizer Castle Tower.
Yeah, nah.
I think the weirdest thing is, like, where's the freaking... Where's the lamp? Yeah.
That's definitely... Oh,
So it's like super deep lamp for... Well, I guess technically, like, the lamp doesn't need to be here at all, because we don't need Quake for anything. Wow, Ice Rod right there. So yeah, that's Trinex defeatable now.
Yeah.
No boss can stand in Tyler's way.
No. Only thing stopping Tyler right now would be whatever opens Mire.
Yeah, and the bow.
That too. Alright, let's go look at these bonk rocks. Looks like Kate's gonna do Thieves Town. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't really think there's pretty much anything else.
Yeah, I think you're right that this is a last locate for them. Right. Tyler, are you gonna go do desert now?
I would imagine so. Because right now, Tyler's stymied by not having the bow, which requires Hookshot Cave.
Which he has access to, but knock this
But yeah,
out
having already been
make
up the...
sense.
I mean, it wouldn't be that bad, because, you can do Tower of Hera.
Yeah, but we can finish this as well, and that's another crystal.
True, yeah, this is finishable. Yeah, see, Kate is insisting on clearing the enemies in this room. Tyler just kind of
No trade out. And probably makes it easier on the return trip back through that room.
But the good news for Kate here is getting the mirror is going to funnel them pretty directly into
Swamp.
doesn't know the Animizer tech.
No, it doesn't know that they
Boss
don't
shuffle.
need to open that.
It's completely unnecessary in boss shuffle. But yeah, I imagine we're gonna see Swamp pretty soon after here.
Yeah, I can't see much else for Kate doing aside from Swamp, which then will lead to Ice, then the rest of their dungeons at that point.
Yeah, it'll just kind of remain to be seen if as Tyler's finishing up Desert right now. It'll remain to be seen how much time difference is there after Kate gets done with the 2 dungeons that Tyler's already done.
Mm-hmm. And Kate just found their mirror, so they know. Oh, we missed a key somewhere.
Yeah, or it could be inside that room.
Yeah. I just sort of we saw Tyler check it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's possible we missed the key in the big room with all the enemies and the switch.
That's what it looks like, because that's where Kate's going. It looks like Tyler's gonna go collect his bow and whatnot here.
Yep, never grabbed that.
This is just bleeding more time to Tyler.
Yeah, as Tyler's on the prowl.
And having that mirror already is making this transition a lot quicker for Tyler, so just knocking things out left, right, and center. Okay, Tyler's going to the... That's why Kate didn't do the basement earlier. They didn't have a fire source.
Right, yeah.
Alright, Kate, are you heading to Swamp now, or...?
Seems pretty strange to walk there rather than save and quit. Oh, we got Cave 45 on the way.
Yeah, that's right. There's the big key, which then unlocks it. Gotcha. Okay, that's why I didn't open the big key chest earlier. I can't see it being a whole lot of anything. Could be our second bow, but I don't see being anything big happening right now. Mirror shield.
Shield? Yeah, Tyler's really making up some time here, because I don't think it's going to be that long to get through Pod and Eastern.
Huh.
Though, can Ether kill the Dead Rocks? It looks like Tyler does
only
not
Quake does, but I could be wrong.
Tyler doesn't have the powder.
Yeah.
So can't clear Eastern.
Oh, there's Tyler's 4th dungeon, putting him in the lead for now. The question is, do we ever do Aga 1 to get the Quake, though?
I mean, I don't know that we're gonna need to, unless the flute is in Turtle Rock.
Or if it's Quake's needed for Meyer.
It's true, we haven't seen that yet. But I mean, we had Vanilla Eastern Palace boss, we had Vanilla Palace of Darkness boss, we have Vanilla Turtle Rock Medallion, so we're gonna have Vanilla Meyer Medallion as well. It's only right.
Well, that makes sense if it is.
Tyler about to get that bow.
Which will give him Palace of Darkness. Wouldn't take Tyler that much to find his powder either. Maybe? What are we doing, Tyler? Okay. We're saving and quitting. Are we gonna go right into the dark world?
Ooh, we saw the fancy hookshot strat there from Kate. It saves very little time, and if you fail it, you have to start over. But yeah, I imagine we're going straight to the dungeon here.
Looks like Tyler's gonna go pick up his powder for Pyramid, which will give him Eastern.
Yes.
So that'll be... Oh, I see something.
I see London. We have another still frame showing that Tyler's en route to the Palace of Darkness and Kate's still working through Swamp Palace.
Definitely everyone seems to be on the right path for things. Oh, Kate just finished.
There we go.
Swamp.
And Tyler still 2 minutes in the past.
Yeah. Well, at least we have some kind
Kate
of
going back in to check the big chest.
Ooh, interesting.
So if that could be big if that's a bow or not a bow, flute or required medallion.
Yeah. All right, and here's Tyler finishing up Odd, which then we'll see him relay that right over into Eastern. And down goes Helma. Okay, Kate, what did you get in that? Just the map. Nothing big.
So yeah, Tyler had counted the items.
Okay,
That's what counting the items gets you.
Taken. Nope, that's only one of two red. Okay.
Yeah, the other red is Meyer, so looking pretty unlikely that we're gonna see Pyramid Fairy today.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be dipping any of the pendant dungeons than the ones we already have. I think it was Skull Woods was our green pendant.
Idea here. Kate's already been in here.
But he didn't finish Desert.
Yeah, still can't.
He might have picked. He should have picked.
Because he just left Swamp.
Yeah.
Does not have the fire rod yet.
Well, that we know of. It could have been picked up while we were there.
I don't know. It couldn't have. Because we've seen everything from grabbing the boots.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No. They would need to go back to the library.
Check this item, I guess.
Okay.
This is... I'm pretty sure there's no other way around this.
All right, here we go with Tyler wrapping up his 6th dungeon. Ooh, ran out of arrows at the last second. And we're done.
Yeah, but then Kate's gonna run into these torches. Don't know what's going on over there.
And they just pieced out, remembering
Yeah.
they don't have anything. Curious as why they went there to begin with.
I mean, after
that
last
fire
locating that mirror, that's could be nerves, right?
Yeah.
Start of a tournament, everybody's kind of warming up a bit. We had the qualifiers, but
And then we had a bit of a break while SpeedGaming Live happened. All right.
also
Kate's
could have been one of those things where it's like, oh, you get the boots, and then your brain makes the logic connection without actually picking it up. It's like,
Yeah.
ah, yes, boots unlocks Fire Rod.
Right, Tyler picked up their magic powder, so they're gonna hit up magic bat. Kate's got their, which, yeah.
But yeah, here Tyler is just one dungeon from completion. We just need to find that flute, and then whatever medallion needs to open it.
I have a feeling we're probably gonna have to go into desert, or sorry, turtle. Which means we'll have to go to Aga once.
I'm kind of feeling like we're not, because I feel like if the flute was, or if the, I mean, the lamp is somewhere, right? The lamp is logically required to unlock Turtle Rock. So where could that lamp even be, you know?
It could be in the front of Turtle Rock still.
Yeah, well, no, it couldn't, because you can't open it logically without the lamp, because you need the lamp to get through Castle Tower.
True.
So, like, it could be on, Tyler's going here to the back of Thieves Town to finish Cold Stare off. It could be there, you know?
Yeah. Gotta knock out
Basically-
these two.
Basically, if a lamp shows up first, then it's a clown
Aga
seed. And if a flute shows up, it's a bit more, sane, I feel.
And there goes the 7th dungeon. First pin.
There it
our
is.
lamp.
Wow.
Blind
Speak of the devil,
loves
and she shall
lamp.
appear.
Okay, so let's go to Aga.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at this point.
We're gonna go take out. That makes sense. Finish up Skull Woods while we're here.
Yeah, and maybe check, because Tyler didn't check the pedestal earlier.
I thought Tyler did.
I thought it was Kate that checked it. But either way, I think one of them did, one of them didn't.
Yeah, one of them did do it. I just don't remember which. But even if they did, if Tyler didn't, it's not like it's not a mirror after you're done with
Yeah.
Skull Woods. Alright, and there's Kate using their ether that was picked up during the intermission break. When they get to desert now, that will be a triple dip for them, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, Armos ×2. Ooh, we have no arrows.
This is a much trickier Armos fight.
Yeah.
Little stuck there in the corner. Doesn't quite know what to do.
There we go. Third bottle. Or is that our fourth bottle? And the green pendant. Fourth bottle it is. We have bottle %, everyone. Okay, and Tyler is done there. Good pendant. Nope.
Now, did both runners check Lumberjack?
Yes.
So that's at least good. That isn't information only one of them has.
Yes.
You know, Agate Tower and Enemizer can be a lot easier or a lot trickier.
Yeah, we'll see. So far, it's looking
With Tempered
easy.
Sword, it shouldn't be too bad regardless, but
Yeah, no.
depending on which enemies you get in the kill rooms.
Yeah. Ooh, grabbing those arrows. Those are nice. Alright, here's our... Alright, we're gonna have Kate over here doing Landmo while Tyler's getting up to Aga.
Does not get the one cycle.
No, they do not. Oh, missed is the 2 cycle. Landmo being a bit of a jerk for Kate. Right, there we go for Ice Palace there for CaitSith. Alright, 3.5 hearts. Tyler's got this.
Yeah, this boss is not randomized, thankfully. Yeah, and I imagine Kate's going to be going to do desert here.
Mm-hmm.
Walk of Shame back there. I always forget where the break points are for when they cost you an extra cycle.
Three. Four. Man, we're getting a lot of blue balls this.
Yeah, we've had 2 for 3 every time. 2 out of 3 for the non-guaranteed.
Mm.
Thankfully, this should be the last cycle unless it's all 3.
And we're done.
There we go. And all of that to get the Quake medallion and probably enter Turtle Rock.
Well, we've done everything else besides Turtle Rock and Mire, so we kind of have to go to Turtle Rock at this point in time.
Yeah, I think definitely wising up to the mirror first was very much in Tyler's favor in this seed.
Tyler, there you go. Need to go get the medallion from Lumberjack.
Yeah, and same thing. You just like, oh, yep, there it is. I got it. I got it for fighting Aga.
Yeah. There's Quake. Save quit. Back to the old man cave. And off to play in Turtle Rock. Now
the thing here is for Kate, the thing that puts Aga in logic is defeating Blind.
Yeah. The question, though, is how far into Turtle Rock are we going to have to go for our...
I mean, at this point, you're assuming you have to go all the way to Trinex.
Yeah. Because even if you don't, you still don't know where one medallion is. Which could be, in theory, what Ranair needs.
Yeah, I imagine we see Skullwoods first from Kate, or no? We are seeing Thieves Town.
And we're off to see how this goes. Ooh, that chain chomp could be dangerous right there. But I have a feeling we're going to skip going back that direction. CaitSith gets their lamp, which probably lets them know they need to go to Aga. Red Meringue.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see Kate do the same thing Tyler did and clear Skullwoods just in case. Yeah, I think so. Because you don't want to just bail and go Aga and find out that it was... I don't know, maybe we are going right there. No. Surely this is Skullwoods.
This is a very roundabout way to get there.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I hadn't checked that. Yeah, hadn't peeked. Or done the North Dark World loop. Right, because this is what led Tyler to the hookshot. So yeah, unfortunate. I definitely think this is Tyler's game right now. Because regardless of the fact of whether or not we're in go mode, Tyler is ahead on the chain of progression that is, as far as we know, required. So. Haven't seen anything so far, but we're yet to get to the really lucrative part of Turtle Rock here. Ooh, doesn't check Mimic Cave. Oh, it does check Mimic Cave. Just checks that first for whatever reason. Maybe that's some meta I'm unaware of. I suppose if you're looking for one item, which we maybe aren't, but it'd be faster to find it in the big chest there than in here. So green pendant turn in, which I don't think we saw. If flute is on green pendant turn in. Okay, yeah, so I guess it was Tyler that checked it earlier. So is this going to be the Aga play, or are we going to see that pendant turned in? Ooh, spicy. And there's the flute. Yeah, okay, so pendant no longer can save Tyler here. Or can save Cait, rather. Tyler has the flute in hand in go mode as far as we're aware. Might regret it if one of those last couple chests was Bombos and Meyer needs Bombos, but... And yeah, just 20 rupees on Sahasrara. I appreciate the Hail Mary there, though. Ooh, yikes. Cait doing a Spike Cave here. Just anything other than Aga. Yeah, Tyler played a little bit tighter, was able to clean up some of these along the way. Ooh, oh, is this... What is this? What's Cait up to here? I suppose clearing, yeah, the other checks in here. And what medallion have we got here? It is Bombos! Chances are pretty decent it's here on the doorstep, but oh man, if it's back at the end of, Turtle Rock... Right, 20 rupees and the silvers, so that's nice to find. You know, you go in here, you're thinking, like, what are the chances that I don't have the medallion? And the answer, of course, is 1 in 3. And not even bothering to pick up the last sword. No time to waste here. Yeah, as far as Tyler knows, Kate's, you know, right ahead of him. Tyler pretty soon here, though, gonna find out. I'm pretty sure it's up in Turtle Rock. Still a pretty hefty advantage here for Tyler, but interesting. I don't know what's left in here for Tyler. Not sure what the play is here. Okay, at least we got some item counting there from Kate. Ooh, interesting. I hadn't realized that Tyler hadn't gone to the back of Eastern. We have Kate finishing off the Spike Cave here. But yeah, I mean, it's looking like Tyler's gonna get back into Turtle Rock before Kate even gets to Castle Tower. Oh, yeah, because Kate hasn't done Dark Cross either. Rough. Yeah, those skips can sometimes help you, but if you have to trawl through the rest of the seed anyway, then you have to clean them all up. Yeah, Tyler's gotta take the Walk of Shame all the way back through Turtle Rock here. I'm not entirely sure why Kate didn't just mirror back, but you know, we're almost 2 hours into this seed. It's been a bit of a doozy. Alright, how many more chests did Tyler need to open? Not one, but two. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else you'd hope to find on the boss here, so... That is go mode for Tylersalt here at 1 hour 54 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah, I would very much agree that not checking those after flute is a little hopeful. But you know, what are the chances? 33.333 repeating percent of the time, it's fine. Or I guess 66.6 repeating. Yeah, luckily for Tyler, it is unlikely to matter too much. This was definitely... I think this qualifies as oops all dungeons. Because, even though we didn't complete Turtle Rock, we did have to go pretty deep into it, but we didn't need to do any of Skullwoods. So you had to take the world tour in this seed. And no Godmire consolation prize. So rude. Overworld running to the Lumberjack. Not sure if that's really faster since you do hit this here. Feel like it's still probably faster to save and quit to Sanctuary, but... Meanwhile, Tyler making his way through, has the big key, and on to the last dungeon here.
The question now is, how much of a troll will the GT big key be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it can be enough of a troll to make up this distance, unfortunately, but
No. I'm pretty sure there's multiple Ganon falls that need to have happened, if not just an all-out power failure for Tyler.
I mean, I still think the most impressive thing is that Tyler had time to leave Bombos at the end of Laser Bridge.
And come back and still not have lost any lead.
Yeah, like, 'cause that's... I mean, it's kind of hard to say when exactly that happened, but I really think it's just down to the mirror, that it took Cait just way too long to get to that.
Mm.
And the boots diff kind of compounded everything after that. Because, you know,
Yep.
Cait got those 3 dungeons done first, but Tyler got to do them all with boots. And that is our last crystal. We've done basically everything in the entire game.
So, tile room?
I mean, at this point, you may as well just do tile room right away. The way the speed's gone.
Right. Alright, so yes, we are in that area. Let's go ahead and get the guesses in for the big key for GT guessing game. We've got a 9 on the board. We got random room top left. Where would you normally throw a guess at there, Esmar?
I like to guess 3.
Okay. Because that will give you a hope check and then yeah.
Yeah, hope left, hope right, tile room. It's in there, trust.
25.
25 is a bold choice.
Yeah. Thought 22 was the highest, but I could be wrong.
It is, and that makes it extra bold.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with Bob's chest since that hasn't been called yet. Alright, we're going right. Ooh, 2!
1 off, 2.
We did not have a 2. Oh, yeah, no, we did not. So, Binksy.
We got a 1 and a 3, though,
takes
so
it.
Binksy and I can share the glory.
Binksy technically won it by Price is Right rules. They did not go off. Or over, I should say. Okay.
All right, so we do have an exciting tower climb here, because it's a little different than we're used to seeing it.
Yeah, all the different enemies in here can definitely make it still a headache.
That's one of the things, and one of my favorite parts of Enemizer, honestly, is the fact that you don't have just the formality at the end of the game here. There's still some curveballs. Yeah, and with a seed this thorough, we don't have to worry too much about whether or not we're able to clear these kill rooms.
Yeah, no, we've got everything we need. We don't have to worry about these mimics that are showing up, but maybe these spikes if we keep running into them.
Yeah, I think actually too, there's probably a little bit of a meta in which enemies you actually have to kill here, since you don't have to kill the Beamos. You got a couple more random bosses too.
Alright, what boss do we get here? Armos for our third trip. So
Interesting. So I guess it's not the classic 3 bosses twice. It's not a full shuffle.
oh, this is Chaos Shuffle. Gotcha. Right.
Now here's the thing: is Kate gonna do the correct thing here?
I can't foresee Kate not opening them all up, but I could be.
Yeah, I mean I didn't think Tyler would do that either, but
Yeah, no, Kate is definitely taking the right path of completing this.
I'm gonna be very happy to see that Meyer medallion. Gonna be a little less happy to see Tyler's dot done, but you know, you take the dopamine when you can.
Yep. All right, here's this one. We did not see it
here.
X at all.
Nope, no Trinex. Question here is, where is Kate going? Oh, right, has to activate the flute. Right. I was thinking Kate was still at the part where they had to get the medallion, but nope, that's already been done. So is Tyler going to be able to finish this fight before Meyer is complete?
Most definitely. Kate just entered Meyer area as Tyler finished his Aga 2. Kate seeing that they have the bombos. Not having to do a backtrack like Tyler did, but it didn't really cost Tyler anything but a few minutes.
Some gastropon facts.
Barring anything exciting, we should be done in the next 2 minutes. Maybe 3.
Yep, phase 3 already. So this should be pretty easy, especially since Tyler did get the silvers. Kate did not, but
Not going to be a factor at this point.
yeah, not going to matter too much.
But these warps, that is definitely going to be a bit.
Ooh, you get a ball.
Okay. I'm sure we're going to hit this fairy here. Yep.
Tyler's you showman you. Want to keep this race interesting.
I think we
SMH
lost
my head.
interesting about 20 minutes ago.
Nice dash pokes. Is that a cheeseless 1-on-1 with tempered? Yes, it is. Very nicely done there.
All right.
Kate's on their way to the back here.
Phase 4, part D.
Do get a nice double in there and the torch glitch.
Ooh. Torch glitch.
Quick double,
and
wow.
We are done. And with
Speedy
barring
phase
any
4.
more falls, Tyler should be done here shortly. All right. And no issues. Tyler finishes at 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 51 seconds. And that's the ball game, everyone. Get your GGs in for Tyler.
Every item in the game other than the cape.
Yeah. And Turtle Rock pendant, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, this is rare to see such a full tracker, but
And
you're
we are
joined here
joined
by Tyler. GG's.
GG's, Tyler.
We are joined in body, but perhaps not in spirit.
I'm sure we'll get it figured out here soon. Kate's gonna be KOing here. There's that one down for Kate. Unlocks that. Final pendant off the GT for them.
Yeah, they're gonna have a silverless fight though. Unfortunately, it might take a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we forgot to go do Aggo 2.
It's the classic, save and quit after a Dark World dungeon in a seed that's been mirrorless for so long.
Alright, we're rejoined by Tyler. Hopefully he got his issues worked out. Tyler?
Nope, apparently not. Well, I mean, we got plenty of time until this race is concluded, so
Yeah. Okay. Kate going ahead and hitting at the Dark World to go to GT.
yeah, I mean, the way this seed has been going, Kate's just gonna go full left.
Oh, I can see that happening.
These evil neon crabs.
Mm.
You know, every time I'm doing a seed and I go up to GT and it actually opens, they breathe a tiny sigh of relief. Because we all know we've had those races where we spaced on one of the crystals. We're all ready to go into the final stretch of the game, and it just doesn't open. And you realize you still have to do Ice Palace or something.
Hello? Hello. Hi, GG's.
Hi. Hi, Tyler.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, feeling kind of silly after Turtle Rock there.
Silly isn't the word that I would use, no. I had some harsher words for myself, I think. I didn't, after I found the Moon Pearl, I didn't have fun for 1 second of this race. Not 1 second.
No,
Just
you got the
like,
Moon Pearl pretty early compared to Kate. Kate had the last location that one.
I thought that maybe that would be the case because I was like a half heart away from last locating it, right? I looked, I was like, oh, I've got 3.5 hearts. I can get through here. But it was a near thing. I'm not at all surprised that was a big turning point in the beginning because it almost was for me too. So
Yeah, Kate tried going through and unfortunately got caught by the rollers and then left it.
Yeah, well, it was because Kate had gotten the flippers early by that point, so it was like, oh, well, Kate can jump in the water, and then there was that last one up by the cave that was like, oh, well, now you can get in the dock.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. But no, from needing to save and quit out of Thieves Town. After walking into Cold Stare and not being able to Death Warp, like that, from that moment on, it was just downhill, and my mental state went, downhill and farther downhill into the basement. It was terrible. I'm really glad that I was able to hold it together enough, because that's not the way that I want to play in this tournament, and it's not the way that I need to play if I'm going to do well. So I feel very fortunate to have won this race.
Yeah, it really kind of came down to I think 2 moments. One of them was getting that Moon Pearl early, which was some pretty nice sort of insurance early on. You avoided a last location there, and the other one I think was finding that mirror in Thieves Town. Significantly before Kate, because that is what allowed you to get the boots,
right,
and do 3 dungeons that Kate ended up doing without the boots.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what, I fully intended, given what equipment I had when I got into the Dark World there, when I got into Thieves Town there, I fully intended to do the back. If it had been a boss that I could Death Warp or it was like Landmo and I could, or blind, or I could just walk right back out. Fully intended to do the full dungeon there with 3 items in the back. I had the hammer, right? And I didn't really have much of anything else pointing me anywhere else in the Dark World that I could complete. It's just like, normally I feel like the back of Thieves Town is a bit of a bugaboo, right, in Enemizer, because just like people just do the front, but like, no, I fully intended to do that, and then when I had to save and quit because it was Cold Stare, I was like, well, I guess I'm not going back here for a while, and so I went and did a bunch of other stuff, and took me a while to get back there, but
yeah, Kate actually went to do the back of Thieves Town early, but got kind of stuck in the switch room. You kind of just through it, but Kate got stuck trying to kill the enemies and sort all that out, and ended up actually dying their first time through, so it didn't end up going back to that for forever.
It's funny because the switch room was actually less scary than Hellway, right? With the 2 Lionels in the Hellway, right? Yeah. Was way sweatier, but I think I say this a lot. as a prominent Animizer underscore enjoyer in the community, that Animizer is about adapting to your situation and putting together strats on the fly, and using your resources. And frankly, I'm not sure that I did a ton of that very well, especially in the late game when my brain was in the toilet. But yeah, it's just like, and knowing that, like, no, but I think an underrated skill in this mode is being able to be familiar with enemy RNG enough that you can avoid damage without taking the time to kill everything, you know? And I think that switch room was a great example of that, right? Because it's not the scariest switch room I've ever seen, but like there was a lot of stuff that could have hurt really badly, and I think I was on 3 hearts when I was going through there because I took a bunch of damage to the Lionels, and the mail upgrades were late, and so, but yeah, I think being able to make it through a room like that without taking a ton of damage is a critical Animizer skill. So yeah.
Yeah, just in general, an Animizer requires a lot more sort of adaptability in terms of like your actual gameplay.
Yeah, a lot of improvisation.
Strategy,
yeah,
a lot of tactics.
Yes, for sure. And that's something that I pride myself on. You know, this was my pick. You know, I think that anybody who knows me was not surprised that if somebody doesn't veto this against me, I'm gonna pick it, because I'm pretty confident in my ability to play this mode very well. But yeah, no, sometimes it just throws you for a loop, and like having the mental fortitude to, like, you know, to keep your head together when things go south, and kind of, you know, keep playing and everything like that and keep doing well is critical. It's something that's something that I struggle with. To be fair, I was losing my crap over here. All you need to do is look at my chat to see how much of a good time I was having. But yeah, no, like I said, I feel very fortunate in this race.
Yeah, there were a few moments I saw where it seemed that this is definitely not a mode that CaitSith has practiced too much. Just like little things like the knowledge of the boss shuffle Thieves Town.
Oh yeah. Oh, they didn't even peek at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
honestly,
too, that I forgot about, but
yeah, with Thieves Town, if I hadn't checked the boss, that would have been way better for me, actually. So it's like in this particular seed, that actually, if they had made it through the whole dungeon, that would have served them very well. But yeah, poking your head in there usually good.
All right, well, we're just finishing up here. Just got Agatu and Ganon left. We'll be silverless. Didn't end up grabbing those silvers.
Yep, we do have health covered. I did see a fairy in their bottles.
God, I wish I grabbed the pot key. that mini Helma room was a nightmare. With the big roller and the pokey needing to kill the pokey for the key. Yikes.
Nice triple.
But yeah, no, Animizer is very. I'd say it's an underrated mode, but I also see why a lot of people steer clear of it, because it's got less of like the puzzle and just execution, just how practiced you are at the game, and a lot more of those tactics.
Yeah, and it's interesting because also, like, I think a lot of people who dislike Animizer are people who have put, or I guess a class of people who really dislike Animizer are people who have put like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into like NMG, right? Because like so much of that skill and knowing how every room is going to go and having a plan for every room, right, is completely out the window in Animizer, right? And I get it, right? I get it why, you know, somebody who has done that doesn't like Animizer very much. But But yeah, I think I wish more people liked Enemizer. This is my favorite mode in Link to the Past in Rando. I wish more people liked it, but I'm happy to be over here in my small club of people, along with co-chairs of the Enemizer committee, Tedo and Homewrecker and GFE. Shout outs to my Enemizer boys.
Yeah, well, the nice thing too is it's all finally over, you know.
Yes,
this seed is over.
This seed is thankfully over. Hopefully, this will be the worst time that I have for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's 171 in 210 is.
Yeah, no, not great. Less than 174 though.
Ooh,
I think we do have that. Yeah, we do have the fairy in the bottle.
I thought so, but wasn't sure.
You're never sure in that moment. Even if you're sure, you're never sure.
So I see Xcage in chat willing some Ice Trinexes into this tournament. I have bad news for you, which is that you probably won't see any unless the key logic bug is fixed. So for those of you who don't know, there is a bug that was recently discovered in the doors in Overworld Brando branch, which these seats are being rolled on, and the bug is that the Bob's chest and the 3 chests behind Ice Armos are being considered that they are locked by 7 of the 8 GT small keys, and so and therefore I think it is that. And therefore, they are locked by the GT Big Key. So the GT Big Key can never be there. That doesn't mean that, and that applies to this and to Tile Swap and to not Casual Booth. This and to Tile Swap for sure. It doesn't mean that something you might not need it be in there anyway, right? But yeah, the GT Big Key can never be in any of those 4 chests until that key logic bug is fixed. But yeah, anything that's rolled on the doors or Overworld Rando branch has that bug right now. Technically, the Key Sanity ones do too, but it is less of a problem in those.
Right, and I think we should just about be done here with the swinging for roasting the pig.
Yeah, it definitely is an experience going from casting and mentoring at the mentor tourney to this. I remember helping my mentee through their first silverless fights.
Oh man.
We were doing Enemizer in MT. Oh
There we
boy.
go.
Oh
Get
man.
GG's in for CaitSith.
Yo, GG's.
And that is going to be a final time of 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 46 seconds.
Okay, everyone. Hopefully we'll get joined by Kate soon, unless they don't want to. Don't see any indication either way. And there we are. GG's, Kate.
GG's.
Hey, GG's, Kate. What garbage.
I agree. What garbage. I mean, I last located the lumberjack tree.
Oh yeah, oh, sure, so did I. I did think about trying to I did think about doing Aga with Fire Rod and like because that lamp logic was on my mind the whole time, and I saw this was like it was like Chekhov's Quake medallion, right? Like you see it in the first like less than a minute of the seed, and I'm like, oh man, and especially in Logical Animizer where it's not just that Quake medallion might not just be for dungeon entry, right? But it could also be needed to kill a dead rock too. So, like, yeah, no, that was scary.
And I'm glad I didn't mirror out the moment I got my flute. Like, I'm glad I continued checking.
Let me tell you a funny story, Kate. I sure did, and felt really bad about it. So
Because Bombos was in the chest.
Right there, two chests later, I felt like I was like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe that this is happening to me." But
I was like,
no, that was a rough one. Lots of gotchas. The atomizing in particular, I thought was very tough in this seed. A ton of rollers, a ton of chain chomps.
Yeah.
The roller by Hyrule Cave, very nasty. I tried to dodge it by going through the flipper route, and nope, there was another one there.
And there was another one up top. Yeah, I didn't have the flippers at the time. I was on 3.5 hearts, and so I was able to damage boost through them because they do 3 hearts on green mail, and then I was able to avoid that last one, and so I got my Moon Pearl on my first trip over there, which I think set me up for a lot of success. So yeah,
but it just. I ended up last locating Moon Pearl as far as
extremely understandable. If I had died there, I would have done exactly the same thing. That would have been a hard last location for me too.
Yeah, just because and especially considering rollers were guarding all pathways to get there.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just blocking everything. So
yeah.
and Kane was late. Like Blue Kane was late. Blue Kane was locked by the mirror. I never found the cape. Cape must have been in GT because I did literally everything else on the map. Safe Pyramid Fairy, but
it's like as soon as I was in go mode, I was in go moding.
For sure.
I didn't even bother checking Myershed.
I checked Myershed because I was looking for Bombos, but
you had silvers.
Yeah, I did have the silvers, and gold sword was a checkerboard, but I didn't end up picking it up.
Yeah,
but yeah, GG's. This was a rough one.
At least it was entertaining.
I'm glad we were able to put on a show for chat. Yeah.
And I look forward to the all dungeon tile swap.
Yes, we're doing tile swap for our other race. We'll get that on the schedule soon, hopefully.
Yeah. So I would say the high point for me as a viewer was that looming inevitability of that lamp showing up, and then when it
did.
Yeah.
I was so mad, because there's a possibility that's just the flute, right? If that's the flute, this seat is fine. There's no problem.
At that moment, at the moment you picked up that lamp,
I typed a word that I can't say on SpeedGaming into my chat when I got that lamp.
Yeah.
I was not happy to see that. GG's again. Thanks for the restream. Appreciate it.
Yeah, get you guys a nice well-deserved rest after that one.
What a start to the tournament.
Yeah. And we got plenty more coming. There's another race tonight, I believe, at 8:30 Eastern time.
Yeah.
And more coming pretty much every day.
Yeah, this is I'm in it just for the fun. So even if I don't make it to bracket.
That's a great attitude. Because you were you in the mentor tournament this time around?
No,
you weren't. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I
just want I've been catching bits and pieces and that, and incorporating what I see in that into my runs.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for joining the tournament. Appreciate it, and I hope you have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do it for us, unless anybody has any final words.
No, thanks to the crew, and thanks to chat, and thanks to SpeedGaming. Appreciate it. Always like to be on your stream.
Yes, make sure everyone to go ahead and give these racers a follow for all the wonderful entertainment they gave us tonight. I want to give Esmer a thank you for co-calming with me. Also, wanted to give Arbu a shout out for keeping us true and helping us out with everything on that. With that, I will give it off to you, Esmar, to take us out.
Yeah, I mean, we've got more events coming on SpeedGaming. Basically, pulse for more Link to the Past randomizer. And we will see you all next time.